Well, one thing I'm particularly proud of in the last couple of years is we've created new great public spaces in downtown. Places people can be and be seen, if you will, places just to enjoy in the downtown. It creates, again, the specialness of the downtown area. And we have these all over the downtown area, all along the spine of Main Street. One thing we do is we do this very intentionally. We work with the private sector in any new development to ask questions like, well, how is your building, how is your development going to interact with, relate to the pedestrians who are walking by? In what way will it draw people in, or will it draw people in? And in the case recently of the Marriott Hotel, from the very beginning, we took a piece of city-owned property and put it out for bid for people to compete for a project. But we set the guidelines of what we wanted to see at the end of the day. And what we wanted to see was mixed use, of course, and we also wanted to see a great new public space. We had some details in that, not just the green public space, but we wanted a public space that could be converted in the wintertime into an ice skating rink, and we got that. We also wanted public restrooms, something we needed downtown. We got that as part of the project. So it's not just a matter of soliciting projects and encouraging projects, but it's also working to see the kind of things we want to see in the project, something that benefits the public. We're at the point now where we can set standards, and we're proud of the fact that we do set standards. We ask people to do things a certain way, and generally speaking in the downtown area, developers come here, including developers from out of town, of course, and they don't want to mess things up, and they're actually willing to look at the standards we've set. But the end result is everybody wins. We want a win-win relationship with all of our private developers, but we do see it as a partnership to make sure that the public space, the area around these buildings downtown, any development, whether it's a hotel or an office building, that it's not just about the building, it's also about the block, and it's about public spaces as well as the private spaces. We have a lot of great opportunities to continue moving forward in our downtown, to continue to make it an exciting place to be. But I personally think the real secret for downtown Greenville is to continue to build along the river. We've taken an area of the city along the river that just 10 years ago was abandoned. People didn't go there. It was sort of off the map, if you will. And today, the river, the waterfall, Falls Park are really the centerpiece of our whole downtown. And I think our greatest opportunities in the future is to continue to go up the river, to create more green space, more opportunities for people to gather and enjoy the special relationship between the river and the city, and also see new development in the area. This past year, we actually had two projects that were part of the original downtown development story in Greenville, the Hyatt at one end and the Peace Center at the other. And in really 1 year, 2012 into 2013, both these projects reinvented themselves. And they reinvented themselves to relate to the new Main Street, the new downtown Greenville. And both now do the same thing. They both now relate to Main Street in a way they didn't before, with the Hyatt putting the retail outside and the restaurant coming from the inside to the outside, and the Peace Center with a brand new great public space on Main Street, and in the case of the Peace Center also a wonderful embrace of the river with a new walkway down to the river and a new beautiful amphitheater. So it's interesting that both of these early projects found themselves in 2012 and 2013 needing to reinvent themselves to fit the new downtown Greenville. Well, one of the earliest things Greenville did to rejuvenate downtown was hold public events downtown, festivals and things like that. It's certainly a tried and true strategy for any city. And I think in the beginning, for any city trying to redevelop downtown, what you're trying to do is just introduce the downtown area to people. So through Fall for Greenville and various other festivals, we were reintroducing this place, Main Street, to people who had never been down here before. Now, 20 years later, we carry on these activities. They continue to draw great crowds of people. They continue to be sort of very much a definition of what downtown Greenville, what it is, what it's all about. It's a place people gather, have fun, have entertainment. But I think basically what you're trying to do with great public events and festivals and things like that, you're getting people in the habit of coming downtown. It becomes part of their lifestyle choice, if you will, to go downtown, whether it's in Greenville or any other city that has special events. So it has a tremendous value just in that. It introduces people, it gets them again in the habit of coming downtown.